We have an individual that went to a house, and there was an altercation at that home. There was a person that got out of the car and fired a round at an individual at that home. This is the car, and this individual may have seen what happened that you're going to see in this video. The vehicle was seen later at a Citgo, and that is where we got this surveillance video from.
This is a video showing a person of interest in this case. The Sheriff Department believes this man may have knowledge of who pulled the trigger in the attack that left a victim with a gunshot wound to the leg. Take a look at the car. It may belong to the trigger man.
This individual gets out of the passenger side of the car wearing a white shirt, white or silver pants, and a white cap, and he's kind of a large black male. And we just need to talk to him because he may be able to help us to put the pieces together to figure out who it is that we're actually looking for.
It appears that the person of interest is wearing a big gold medallion on a chain around his neck. If you know this man, contact Crime Stoppers. If an arrest is made in this case based on your tip, you are eligible for a cash reward.
You are a victim of crime. When criminals strike, we all pay. It's time to strike back. This is Crooks on TV. Raw surveillance images of crimes committed in Lee County. See the crimes. Catch the crooks. Earn the reward. Watch Crooks. Starting now. This is Crooks.
Crooks is brought to you by Hustlers in Cape Coral on Santa Barbara Boulevard, just north of Veterans. Open 7 days a week.
On Sunday, March 27th at 4:25 p.m., Cape Coral Police responded to a robbery call at the public supermarket at 127 Cape Coral Parkway West. The Brinks security guard was exiting the store with the deposit bags when he was approached by a man armed with a taser.
Police say the man in the upper right corner of this video is the person who assaulted an armored transport employee with a taser and stole money he was carrying for Publix. The man is seen here outside the Cape Coral Publix pretending to be interested in items on the sidewalk. Secretly, he's waiting on the cash that's about to walk out the door.
The suspect tased the guard in the neck, which momentarily stunned him and caused him to drop the bags. The suspect then retrieved the money bags and fled on foot, where he got into a waiting SUV, which was described as a black Cadillac Escalade.
He appears to be in cell phone communication with someone, probably the driver of the getaway vehicle. Notice what he's wearing, his mannerisms, how he moves. These are details that could help you identify this criminal.
It's very difficult to make out his face, and we understand that, and we ask you not to concentrate too hard on the face. More importantly, we would like you to watch his mannerisms, the way he stands, the way he moves about, because this may jar your memory as someone you may recognize. He leans, shuffles back and forth, and gives a good couple of minutes of mannerisms for you to observe.
Now, here comes the armored truck employee. The suspect hesitates for a moment and then follows him. Just outside the view of this camera, the suspect pulls out a taser, sticks it to the employee's neck, and pulls the trigger. He then steals the money bags from the unconscious employee. Customers react to the sight. Another employee from the truck dashes inside for help.
The city of Cape Coral, they're very rare. This is the first one that we've had in Southwest Florida. There have been very few, although there have been some. We've had bank robberies here in the Cape, but nothing this brazen and nothing of this sort.
If you have any information on this crook, contact Crime Stoppers today. Your tip could earn you a $1,000 reward.
We have somebody that just innocently went to dinner one night And when they got back, they saw that a window had been smashed in the vehicle. At first, they didn't see anything missing, but by the time they got home, they did realize, in fact, that a purse had been taken. There were some credit cards missing.
This is a video showing a person of interest in this case. The person who used the stolen credit card. He's wearing a ball cap turned around backwards with a pair of sunglasses on top.
The video that we ended up getting was of an individual who used one of those credit cards in order to buy a PlayStation. Video is pretty good. Somebody might recognize him.
He's met by a Toys R Us clerk who helps him pick out the merchandise. The clerk hands the white male the PlayStation, which the suspect places in the cart. The man uses the stolen credit card to pay for the video game console. As he pushes the cart away, the man coughs into his hand and waves goodbye.
It looks like after he went to Toys R Us, there's a possibility he was in a small white four-door car and went to the Steak and Shake.
Crimes like this up the prices for all of us. If you know this individual, why not report him now and earn yourself some cash in the process?
And whether or not this is the individual that took the credit card, or whether or not this was somebody that was using it innocently, thinking that they were using somebody else's, which is never a good idea, or whether this is somebody that was in the market for buying stolen credit cards, we don't know at this time. We need to talk to the individual that's in these photos.
You're watching Crooks. Hustlers on Santa Barbara in Cape Coral. The nighttime is the right time at Hustlers. Your favorite sports on 9 big screen TVs. Beer, wine, and cocktails. Plus, weekly drink specials. Sensational food at super low prices. And fun, fun, fun. Try your luck at Texas Hold'em. Play pool for free until 8. Karaoke contests. A dance floor with room to move. And friendly waitresses to bring everything you need. Are you ready to get your hustle on? Hustlers. Just north of Veterans on Santa Barbara in Cape Coral. Hustle into Hustlers.
We bail people out of jail, and we've been doing that for over 20 years. We treat people very fairly, and we don't judge anyone. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We take all major credit cards, and we don't necessarily have to have collateral. We're located in downtown Fort Myers, very close to the jail, and we get there very fast.
All-out bail bonds. Call anytime, day or night. You're watching Crooks. This segment sponsored by Action Automatic Door and Gate, the home of the talking door. Next, what drives this woman to steal a piece of artwork right off the wall?
Tired of getting soaked in your driveway this summer? Hi, I'm George Abel with great news from Action Automatic Door and Gate. Avoid the storms with a new LiftMaster opener for just $3.19, and that includes installation. You'll enjoy LiftMaster's ultra-quiet and dependable performance, and for a limited time, you can enjoy the low sale price of just $3.19. So stay in your car safe and dry this summer. Call or visit one of our showrooms today.
When you want it done the right way, Action Automatic Door and Gate, home of the talking door.
Lee County experienced over 6,200 traffic crashes. I'm Dominic Valentine of the law firm of Lustre, Seitz, Tolosano & Smith. Some of these accidents involved uninsured motorists. Does your insurance protect you in this case? Does your plan allow enough coverage for lost wages and medical bills if you've been severely injured? If you've been injured in an accident, give us a call 7 days a week. We can answer those questions. The initial personal injury consultation is free. Lustre, Seitz, Tolosano & Smith, your local attorneys in Southwest Florida for over 20 years.
When Harley Cooper hauls in a 200-year-old treasure map, summer vacation explodes into a quest for pirate gold. A mysterious hermit holds the clues.
You gotta think like a pirate, kid.
Mother Nature holds the cards. But will Harley ever hold the gold? Read The Last Pirate, a novel by Wilson Hawthorne, in stores, on Amazon, or visit thelastpirate.net.
This one is just very interesting to watch. What you have is, it's really obvious that these people know each other. These are a bunch of friends that are in a lounge together, a lot of hugging going on, just a real friendly bunch. One of the ladies, though, I don't know if she's one of the regulars or not, manages to take a picture worth $500 off the wall, and it's sitting in front of her legs, I guess, on the bar the whole time. And as everybody starts to leave the lounge, she walks out with the picture.
At the Mermaid Lounge on Fort Myers Beach, a bar patron is infatuated with a piece of art on the wall. She asks to buy the wood carving but is refused. Here's an image of the artwork. The mermaid on the wall is not for sale. The white female suspect would not take no for an answer. She pulls the $500 work of art off the wall and hides it by her legs under the bar. She continues to drink and party with her group of friends with the wooden mermaid at her feet. Later in the night, her little party begins to break up. Now she's faced with a choice. Does she leave the mermaid where she put it, or does she take it with her? She appears to talk it over with a friend. The friend leaves. The woman hesitates. But a few moments later, she snatches up the artwork and races for the door. Here's a closer look. And here's a picture of what she took.
There were so many people there that were interacting and mingling with one another that I would like to believe that somebody there might have a first name, have something that we can go with. And it does look like she was there with another person, and maybe that person will call and give us the tip that we need.
This piece of art has special meaning to the folks at the Mermaid Lounge. If you know where it is, please help them get it back. You're watching Crooks.
The way this was discovered is one of the workers at the CVS store realized that the lipstick case was quite barren and went and started reviewing surveillance video, at which time they were able to discover there were two girls. One acted as a lookout, while the other one managed to take 44 tubes of assorted lipsticks.
The lipstick-loving ladies entered the store together. The one in blue is the thief. The woman in white is the lookout. The blue-clad crook makes her move, snatching 44 tubes of lipstick off the rack and shoving them into a bag in her cart, while the other suspect keeps a watchful eye on the store employees. When a CVS employee walks by, both women pretend to be shopping. Later, the two white females exit the store, ditch the shopping cart, and run away with the loot. Perhaps they're going to put lipstick on a pig.
There's no telling what these girls were up to or what they plan to do with the lipstick, but there are different avenues that they may be trying to get rid of them to make some money. But they obviously thought this out. It's pretty clear that the one, her job was to be the lookout, the other, her job was to be the thief. They worked together on this, and the one who is the lookout is going to get in just as much trouble as the one who actually took the stuff once we're able to put names to these faces.
You're watching Crooks. On Friday, May 27th, at around 1:30 in the afternoon, this employee of Liquorland on Palm Beach Boulevard is busy working the store.
On May 27th, which is a Friday, the police department received a call in reference to a robbery just occurred. Two black males entered the business.
A black male in a knit hat enters the store. The man follows the employee behind the cash register and begins to beat the employee just out of range of this camera.
The clerk goes behind the counter. As he turns around and notices the guy behind him, the guy produces a weapon and begins to hit him. And behind the counter, he's pistol whipping the clerk.
Moments later, an accomplice enters the store brandishing a handgun.
Something happened there in the scuffle. They both got frightened and they both fled.
Take a good look at these photos. You may have seen these individuals. How would you like to make $1,000 cash? If you have any information on this crime, call Crime Stoppers now.
When Harley Cooper hauls in a 200-year-old treasure map, summer vacation explodes into a quest for pirate gold. A mysterious hermit holds the clues.
You gotta think like a pirate, kid.
Mother Nature holds the cards. But will Harley ever hold the gold? Read The Last Pirate, a novel by Wilson Hawthorne, in stores, on Amazon, or visit thelastpirate.net.
Hi, I'm George Ebel from Action Automatic Door and Gate. You know us for our doors and openers, but today I'd like to tell you about a few other things we offer.
Like this innovative screen system, starting at just $9.95 installed. Down when you need it, up when you don't. And easy rack organizers from only $3.95 installed. A great space saver. Or dress up your existing door with faux accessories as low as $4.25 installed.
You can see it all in one of our showrooms, and of course we install everything we sell.
Action Automatic Door and Gate.
Home of the talking door.
You're watching Crooks. This segment sponsored by the Nautical Mile, Lee County's Marine Connection. Next, an armed bank robbery in Fort Myers.
Why do so many people come to Southwest Florida? It could be the boating.
And if you like boating in Southwest Florida, you'll love the Nautical Mile, your free connection to Lee County's marine community. Get your free Nautical Mile every month in almost 200 locations. Thousands of local boaters use the Nautical Mile exclusively to find what they need. Plus, the latest information on fishing, boating, and local marine news. Every Sunday, we bring the Nautical Mile to life on the Avenue. Tune in Sunday mornings, 8 to 10 on AM 1410 and 1660 for Nautical Mile Radio. The Nautical Mile, your connection to Lee County's marine community.
Hustlers on Santa Barbara and Cape Coral. 7 days of fun, 7 days a week. Monday is Texas Hold'em Night and lingerie. Come in Tuesday for karaoke and ladies drink free. On Wednesday, the poker starts at 7. Thursdays are for beer pong and more karaoke. Fridays get moving with DJ CJ and waitresses in lingerie. Saturdays rock with a dance floor and ladies drink all night for $5. Sundays mean free pool all day and poker at 5. Hustlers, just north of Veterans on Santa Barbara and Cape Coral. Hustle into Hustlers.
We bail people out of jail, and we've been doing that for over 20 years. We treat people very fairly, and we don't judge anyone. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We take all major credit cards, and we don't necessarily have to have collateral. We're located in downtown Fort Myers, very close to the jail, and we get there very fast.
All-out bail bonds. Call anytime, day or night. Two masked bandits enter a credit union on Bay Street in downtown Fort Myers. They hop the counter and proceed to a back room where they question two employees at gunpoint.
One of them produced the handgun while one of them stayed up front. Each one of them was carrying a black handgun. The first one had a dark colored bag, and the second one we know had a bag, but you can't see it on the video.
The bank employees tell the robbers that the cash drawers are already open.
He grabbed her by the arm, drove her up to the front of the bank, where she showed them that the drawers were open.
The men empty the drawers into a bag, jump over the counter and leave the building to catch a ride in a white four-door SUV. Let's take another look in slow motion. Notice the clothing the men are wearing, how they carry themselves. From the way they move over the teller counter, it appears they are both young and in shape. These are clues that could lead you to identify these criminals. Know anyone who suddenly came into possession of a bunch of cash on this day? Call Crime Stoppers. Your tip could be the one that nabs these bad guys.
We have two individuals that are walking past the store. Now, the first individual, he's a little bit of a heavy-set guy. He's walking past. His friend is sort of tailing him. Next thing you know, the friend that's tailing him throws a rock through the front window.
These two young white males walk by a convenience store in Fort Myers. One of them hurls a rock into the store's glass door. They flee the scene.
And they have this window valued at about $2,000, and he damages this window severely, and it's going to have to be completely replaced. So the deputy actually gets to the scene, and when he gets to the scene, the glass is still falling out of the window when he gets there. So we got there pretty quick. 2 nights later, they pick a different window, and they break that window. One guy helps the other guy in. Guy goes, and then he goes and hides in the bushes.
Police believe one of the men returned 2 nights later with a new accomplice. Both are in disguise. This time, a window is smashed. One guy helps the other guy up and into the window. Then he hides while his accomplice swipes items inside the store. The thief only steals one thing: numerous Phillies blunt cigars. Police say these cigars are sometimes emptied out and refilled with marijuana. The crooks seem to know right where to go. Has he been in the store before? Minutes later, the inside man transfers the cigars to the outside man. That guy runs away with the stolen merchandise. Take a closer look at the guys without the masks. Somebody forgot his belt. This crook's lucky he didn't get caught with his pants down. And there, on his shoulder, a big round tattoo. This guy might live nearby. Maybe you've seen him on the streets. If you have, contact Crime Stoppers. Your tip could earn you $1,000.
So we're basically just wanting some information. Anybody that may have any information on somebody who may have had possession of all those blunt cigars, or the first individual in that first video who might know who that young man is who threw the rock through the store window in the first place.
Is your garage door ready for hurricane season? Action Automatic Door and Gate's professional service team can diagnose and repair small problems before they become big ones. Or get a whole new garage door system starting at just $9.95. That's a Hurricane Code Clopay door and a LiftMaster automatic opener installed for just $9.95.
And as always, same-day service on all brands with Action Automatic Door and Gate.
Prepare your home now during this sale. There's only one name you need to remember: Action Automatic Door and Gate.
Home of the talking door.
Hustlers on Santa Barbara and Cape Coral. You know us for our nightlife, but you'll love us for our food. hot off the grill. We've got tender, juicy steaks, barbecued ribs dripping with sauce, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches with homemade fries, plus salads piled high with fresh veggies and grilled chicken, and delicious appetizers to get you started. Lunch, dinner, anytime is Hustlers time. And don't forget, lunch specials are just $5.75. Hustlers, Cape Coral's spot for food and fun. Santa Barbara Boulevard, Cape Coral. Hustle into Hustlers.
Basically, we have a sales rep from Budweiser that's going to work doing his job, set his computer down, was working on his displays in the store, and while he's working on those displays, 3 Hispanic males came into the store, and they decided to reappropriate that computer. One of them decided that he would take it for himself.
At approximately 2:22 p.m. on Tuesday, March 22nd, 2011, these 3 Hispanic males parked this old car in front of the Circle K off Daniels Parkway in Fort Myers. After walking through the doors, the men head to the back of the store near the beer cooler. As the beer delivery man works to restock beer in the cooler, one of the men takes his work computer. He leaves the store and unlocks the car by reaching through the window. Then places the computer in the back seat. The man then re-enters the store, where he joins the other 2 accomplices at the cash register.
This is the nice bad guy, I guess is the best way to describe him, because he also found the keys that were left with that computer and turned them over to the clerk because somebody had left them behind.
The men hand the beer delivery man's truck keys to the Circle K attendant, stating that they found the keys in the back of the store.
And this is this guy's livelihood. He's got his accounts. He's got everything that he's doing on that computer. Any of us can imagine what it would be like to have our computer that has our stuff taken away. And that's exactly what happened to this man that day.
The men then leave the store, get into the car, and drive away with the stolen computer. Minutes later, the delivery man goes back to his truck, unaware that his computer has been taken.
This is just a guy going to work, doing his job, and he didn't deserve anything like that. None of us do, but we would really like to put these guys away.
Remember, your anonymous tip can earn you cash. Contact Crime Stoppers now. Your tip could earn you a $1,000 reward. You're watching Crooks. To watch past episodes, visit CrooksOnTV.com. Click the Episodes button and watch for free. If you have footage of criminal activity in Lee County, we want to see it. Send us an email to producer@CrooksOnTV.com. We'll send you upload information. We'll examine the video and potentially air it on Crooks on TV to help solve your crime.
This has been Crooks on TV.
This episode of Crooks has been brought to you by Hustlers in Cape Coral on Santa Barbara Boulevard, just north of Veterans. Open 7 days a week.